Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshop. My name's Tony. How are we all? Hope we're all well. Welcome back to the stream. I see Brett's in there nice and early. Welcome back, Brett. How are you, buddy? Are you on the road or where are you? What are you up to tonight? Right. For me, I'm doing this one for Brett, which is going to be a present for someone. So we're going to be turning this one. I've got the 28mm boss knot here that we'll be looking to put in this. The shape is a shape that I'd done for Brett for another handle for one of his sons some time ago. In an orange and black one, the sort of tigery looking one. This one's a blue one that we cast up a few streams back, and it's got a mix of colours in it. It's a little bit hard to tell what we're going to get looking at the blank. Looking at the end, it looks quite interesting, but we'll have to see once we start getting into the blank itself. Who knows what we'll get? Surprise, surprise. Anyway, you're still working, mate? You on the road, yeah? Or are you hanging around or getting something to eat? Or yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully you get an early mark. Anyway, I'm going to get started. We'll see who else drops in. If I miss anybody along the way, just someone yell out and let me know. Sound levels should be okay because I saved them from the last time. So I think everything should be good. Not too loud, not too low. So I'm just going to tidy up the end of this blank a little bit more because there's a little chip just there that I want to get rid of. So before we start getting into it, so I'm just going to just very carefully, lightly, just a small cut, and I'm just going to face off the end till I get rid of that little chip, and then I can see what I've got to work with. There we go. Another little cut. Not a lot of pressure, just let the tool cut. Work our way to the centre. We've got a little bit of a knob in the middle there, but that's okay. That'll come out when we drill. That's it, that's better. Right, I'll have a look at that. Yeah, that's got it. Okay, so we'll think about going in to the drill now. Forcing a bit. Bring that out 10, jam that in, bring it up, just till the point touches, and we'll slow it down. Okay, so we've got some shavings there. Let's bring that back and make sure that's in properly. And that's it. That should be set on the 10mm there. So we'll bring the Forstner bit in until we just make contact with the top of the handle. And then I know I'll just get my small rule out, and I'll probably need my little pencil there as well at some stage, so we'll bring that out. Right, I should have 10 there, near enough, so I'm going to go in there, and I want to finish up with a loft height about 56, 57. So I'm going to go in until we hit about 24, 25, somewhere thereabouts, and that should get us fairly close. Okay. Yep, that's pretty good. We need to adjust it, we can in a minute, but we'll try leave it at that, and we'll see how that pans out once we start shaping the top and whether we lose any material off there or whatever, but we can bring it back in again. Excellent, excellent. Right, now I'm just going to swing this round a little bit, and I just want to curve that top because pretty much this one has a fairly flat top with just a little slight downturn on it. I think that should do that. Have a quick look. Yes, lovely. Okay, now we can start doing a little bit of measuring to get our top where we want it and the base, and we'll put a couple of pencil marks on there. So, still say around about the 25, maybe 26 mil mark there. And then we'll make that down there somewhere. And we'll get this one here, so somewhere there. We might go a little bit lower with that one, but so far that should be okay. Now I do need to go in and open up the hole a little bit as well. It is a 28 mil boss knot we're going to be putting in this, but that'll probably need opened up. I better check it first, so we'll just get a little bit of sandpaper there. And we'll just take the sharp edge off. That's all it needs. We'll get the boss knot out. Now these boss knots, just so you're aware too, Brett, they do have a little bit of a brownish tinge in the bottom of them, but the basically from where the bulb starts from the straight fibres, it starts black, probably just a little bit below that, and then the whole entire top is black. But the fibres are a little bit browny black on the bottom, so yeah. But anyway, right, that does need opened up, so we'll set the tool rest in there, lock that in place, drop the tool rest down a bit, put that out my way. We'll grab the smaller skew and we'll just open this up ever so slightly. Probably down still a little bit more. It. Give that a little bit of a blow. Okay. We'll see how that fits. Ah, lovely. Absolutely fantastical. Now just check the loft. Oh, and we're bang on 56, which is where I wanted it, so that's good. Okay, we'll put the knot up there again, out the way. Right, got a couple of knots still sitting up there from previous. Right. So it looks like it's only just me and you, Brett. But that's all good. Right, okay, so I'm going to bring the tailstock down there. I'm not going to put the tailstock in as yet, because I'm going to start just doing a little bit of shaping up around the top section of the handle. I need that tool rest to be higher, so I'm just going to go in bit there. We do have the slight cuts in the side where I had to cut the mould off the blank, so we do have to just take it down a little bit to get rid of those clicky sounds and get rid of those cuts. You end up with one either side of the mould, and that tool rest needs to go down just a little touch now. Now I'm just going to go in, a bit there. That's that. It is a slightly smaller knot than the last one we done, so the proportions will change in this handle a little bit compared to the last one we done, but it will still have a very similar sort of look and shape to it. And as I said before, they're all handmade, so each one is individual. They're never exactly the same. I might change the cameras in a minute so you can get a better view of the shape taking shape anyway. So I'll change picture in picture . So just let me get the picture-in-picture changed. So we'll go to well, actually we'll put the main camera on camera 3, I think, on that one, and we'll leave. Well, we might put me in the other little one there, eh, so that people can see what's going on, eh. Right, now, that's that part done. So now we'll pull the tool rest out, we'll lift the tool rest up, and I'll put the tailstock in now, I think, just to give us a little bit of additional support there, because we're going to go in with a carbide cutter now. And just have a look at that before I go too much further. Make sure there's no marks or anything that we don't want in there. I'll just give that a little clean before we get too much further. A couple of tiny little sort of tool marks there that I'll get out so we spend less time sanding. Tool is too high now. That's it. Yep, that'll do it. Right. Now we'll bring it out again, back up. What have I been up to? Oh mate, I got a heaps of things that I've got to do around here. We're going to start doing a few renos on the house, bathrooms and kitchens, and so it's going to start getting busy. Going to start getting busy, all right. Still a little bit there. I'll come back to it. Right, we'll start hollowing the lower section of the handle here. So you can hear those mold cuts from the bandsaw, but they will disappear fairly quickly. Always does that, always wants to wrap around all the streamers. They never just want to come straight off, do they? Stay off. Right, now an idea where we're heading with this. Needs to go a bit narrower. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's got to have a new roof on it. So there's lots to be done, lots to be done. Now, we've got to put a bead on the bottom of this. And I think that tool is just a little tad too high. I'm going to go in there. And then we'll start, once I get that sort of waistline of the handle to where I need it to be, then we can put the bead in the bottom, and that'll set our handle length in. And that's not too bad. I think we can go in just a little bit more though, just narrow it up a little bit more under the ring there. And then we just sweeten it away. And from memory, I think the last one that we done, Brett, the orange and black one, I think it was pretty much straight down. It didn't have much of a curvy shape to it in the main part of the handle. It just had the bead on the bottom. So we'll start to look at putting that bead in now, I think. And then we can reassess everything again. Just keep on top of the rubbish. Right. Okay, so we'll get the little beading tool that I've got here. We'll reset the tool rest. Yeah, exactly, mate. So, you know, we need to spend a fair bit on ours now because we haven't really spent much money on it in the last number of years, basically since I retired, really. So yeah, there's a few things we need to start catching up on just to get back on top of it all. So I'm just going to roll this bead in here now on the very bottom of the handle so that it's the same as the previous one that we done, as close as we can get it. And that is about it there. Oh, it's too much. These are a funny tool. You use them very differently to how you would normally use a tool on the tool rest. You point them up into the material, whereas normally you don't do that with normal turning tools. Yeah, that's better. That's a good bead. Okay. So now I need to, I might actually have a look at that photograph, Brett, of the previous one, and just get a better picture in my head on the very bottom there, how we actually finished the bottom. Oh yeah, we just rolled it in there. Okay, that's excellent. No problems. Yeah, we just rolled it in a bit, so that's good. Okay, so we'll put that back over there. as we're finished with that for now. Now we'll bring the tool rest up again and we'll clean away some of that bit at the bottom there. And I'll probably use the small screw for that. So before that gets caught. Actually, that's looking quite nice where it is. It's a little bit different detail to the previous one, Brett, but I think it's actually looking quite nice. Are you able to view at the moment, or are you driving? I'm quite liking the look of that one, a bit more a detailed V on the bottom where the bead is, as opposed to pulling that handle size back a bit more. I think it looks quite nice where it is, but I'll get you a view on it, your opinion, if you don't mind. If you're able to, that is. If not, I think I might use my better judgment and say I'm happier with that shape than taking any more off it, to be honest. Just needs a little bit of clean up in there. Yeah, I've been using that pick, mate, which is pretty much the shape. But what I've done is I've just put a slightly bigger beveled edge on the underside there coming towards the bead. So it actually defines the bead a little bit more, but I actually quite like how that double line and the bevels, how it sort of marries back in with the bevels back up here with the lines as well, even although that one's not a bead. This one's a bead. But we've got the bevel there, we've got the bevel here, we've got the hollow under there, and this ring here is slightly beveled top and bottom. And I'm thinking it actually looks quite nice. So what I'm saying is, if I part it off here, at the bottom of that bead, but if I leave that bevel there, or would you rather I take that away and make that thinner there? I think it looks nice there, and I think it blends in with the rest of this, and it's slightly wider here than it is up here. So proportionally, I think it looks quite nice. Looking at it, excuse me. Yeah, you happy with that? Excellent. Well, I'll put a parting tool in the bottom there then, and we'll define the bottom, and you'll probably see better once I define it a little bit more with a parting tool. Right, I might just give this a little tickle on the grinder, the CBM wheel. That's all it needs. Speed it up a bit. Keep on top of those shavings. I want to see where I'm cutting. Get rid of them. Yeah, I like that, Brett. I think that looks nice. It's pretty much the same in respect to the rest of it. Just let me get it up here. There it is there. I guess that side there is probably a little bit flatter on this one than that one. But here it's pretty much exactly the same. We've still got the ring on the top there. We could flatten out if you wanted that a little bit flatter. That's no big deal. The bottom is the bead, so that's exactly the same. There was a little bevel in this one, but not quite as much as this one. But I'm actually thinking that looks better. But I can reduce it if you want me to reduce it. Actually, I might take a little bit more out of here, although I don't want to make that smaller than the top, you know. But that's the only, can I get that in the picture there? Yeah, there you go. So in that overhead shot, like I said, the top section is probably a little bit flatter in the orange and black one. So I could flatten that round out if you want that a little bit flatter there. The double band below the top section is pretty much the same. It will round over a little bit. Those corners on this new one are a little bit sharper at the moment, but that's only because they're straight off the tool. Once I hit them with the sandpaper, they'll round over a bit. And then the bottom, it's just the angle of the picture really, but the bottom, you've got the bead, same as what we've got here. And then from the bead, the handle sort of tapers in on this one as well. This one's tapered, but it's a little bit more, but I think it adds a little bit more shape and look to the handle as opposed to the other one. If anything, the only thing I would do would be to take a little bit more out of here and bring that flat down again. Let me just stop it. Actually, I think the blue is going to come up really nice in this. There's a lot of dark, you can see the dark and you can see the lighter in it as well, so I'll be happy with that if that's how it comes up. And it should have a lot of shimmer. A lot of shimmer. Don't reduce it, you're happy with that? Okay, no problemo. I'll take the parting tool in a little bit more now then, and then we'll start to sand. Yeah, I'm actually really liking that. I think it looks pretty smick. Right, take this away. Out the way for now. Put that there. Knock out the live centre. Slow it down. Okay, move that out of the way as well. And we can start doing a little bit of sanding. I was wondering what the noise was behind me, but it's the grinder still turning away. Just give it all a hand rub as well as radial sand with the lathe. Did you get a chance to see the lime green one photographs that I put up on Instagram, Brett? The fluoro lime green. Yeah, it came up nice. The only thing I didn't like was that when the knot was glued in, the glue went a little bit, how can you say it? You could see the glue, and it just put a slightly different look to what I wanted in the top of the handle. But again, I've got no control over how the glue sets, you know what I mean? And that's basically what happened. Once it's set, it went a little bit sort of shimmery shiny, and it just, I don't think it looked quite as nice as what I would have liked it to have been. The rest of the handle was absolutely beautiful though, well, it is beautiful. Around the timber and everything is just absolutely stunning, but just the gluing into the knot, which, you know, there's a number of things I could have done, but the brush was made to be clear, so that was one of the customer's requests. So it is what it is. Wasn't a lot I could do about it. It's still nice though. It's still a very nice brush. Round the timber, like I said, is just absolutely stunning. Just let me get in here. Anthony, how are you, mate? I'm just working away here, mate. The stream's pretty quiet tonight. Brett's there. I'm just working away. I'm just turning some blues. Turning away the blues. But I do think this is going to get a nice shimmery sparkle in it. I'm pretty certain it is. Right, that's one grit down. That's finished, so that can go there. Next grit. Takes a lot longer when with the sanding as well, when you've got all these little detaily bits to get into. You just got to take your time and make sure you're trying to get into every little crevice. You had to let go of the malachite. Didn't like it? Or you just needed to change to get something else? Oh, that's fine, mate. That happens, doesn't it? It's no problem at all, mate. I think we all do that. Yeah, the Galaxy, eh? Yeah, they came up nice, didn't they? So what was it with the green malachite? Didn't you like the colour, or was it the knot, or was it the handle, or what didn't you like? Or why did you move it on? Was it just for change, or was there something about it in particular that you didn't like? Oh, okay. I always wanted a Wolfman, but it's too late for me now. I sort of gave up on it a while back, and I got enough razors and brushes and soaps and aftershaves. Enough to keep me going for probably as long as I'll be alive. Yeah, and that's true too. It's a bit different when you get them specially made for yourself, as opposed to getting someone else's that's had it made for themselves. But yeah. Fully understand, mate, fully understand. These things happen. As long as you were pleased with it when you used it, because that's the main goal in my that I'd want to achieve, you know what I mean, as a brush maker. That's why I'm asking, because it's always good advice to get, you know, if there's something wrong, so that you can think about it and maybe change change something to make it better for the next time, you know. So that's why I like to know what's going on. But brushes move around, mate, they do. I mean, it's just a fact of life, isn't it? The amount of brushes you see transferring hands from one person to another is just incredible. And we can't keep absolutely everything that we buy. Otherwise we need a castle, not a house. Yeah. Brett's still thinking of a Wolfman. Well, there you go. Jump on to Anthony. Anthony's going to have one for sale. Tell him more, Anthony. Tell him more, mate. Listen to us enabling each other, right? Kiss collection and a brush collection. Yeah, mine's is the other way. Mine's is a tool collection. I've got more tools here. I've got tools that I paid lots of money for in this workshop, and I haven't even used them yet. And I've had them for probably, 6 years or something. Although I do have about half a dozen or more razors in the bathroom. I have my half dozen brushes that I use. I've got a couple of drawerfuls of soap and aftershaves, but that's it for me. I've got my ones I like using, and I sort of stick to them. A couple of vintage ones there, a couple of more modern ones. And that's me. I'm not a big wet shaver. I mean, I shave every few days, sometimes every couple of days, but mostly it's every few days. Then it takes me ages to get it all off. But it's all good fun. Right, that's that one gone. On to the next one. Sanding's slow tonight, isn't it? A lot of detail in this when you cut these grooves and beads and hollows and tight shapes and well, let's hope that the person that's bought it, mate, let's hope that they enjoy it and they like it and appreciate it. That's a good thing if that happens. Little sponge bit just to get in there. You guys can talk away in the background there while I'm head down, bum up. Yeah. What's the Wolfman you're selling, Anthony? Which one is it? Nice, 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 nice. Right, that's that one done. Getting on to the finer ones now, so Ah, so the shinier it is, the more money you pay. Aye, that's how it works, is it? The shinier it is, the more money you've got to pay. I guess it is a lot more work to get a high polish though. So I guess it justifies, I mean it's same with these. I mean you could go so far and then stop. But you just don't get the finish that you get if you go that bit further, you know. So I can understand that in metal working as well, with high quality components that are small and detailed, and you know. So I can kind of understand that, paying for the finish, but sometimes I think people take it sort of too far. But then that seems to be the way of the world at the moment. Everything seems to be getting more and more expensive. Unless it's just me getting older and older, and because I don't have a sort of main income coming in now, it's I don't know whether that's the cause or whether it's just life in general just seems to be getting more and more expensive everywhere, to the point where things are starting to get silly. COVID hasn't helped things in that department either. And people are scalping and doing all sorts of things, and makes you wonder, how far can we go with it all before something happens? But I thought read at the water's edge was R-E-E-D. Pronounced the same. Read the books, R-E-A-D, but the read in the water is R-E-E-D. Right, that's that one gone. We're on the last. I don't think that's a 600, so grab another 600. We'll go through it once more with that. And then we'll be ready to try some wets on it. Yeah, you're right with that one, Brett. You're right with that one, mate. Right, I think that'll do it. I think we can start in the wets now, I think, guys. So we'll just put a dirty old rag down here just to protect the bed of the lathe from the water. And I'll grab these ones first. We'll grab some water. No, we haven't seen Sam in a while, mate. He drops in and drops a comment in every now and again, but we haven't seen Sam for a while. Don't know what's happened to Sam. I hope everything's okay with him. I would think it would be. So Brett's driving. Sweet. Just at the good part, mate, where we hit the handle with the water and the soft touch pads. Yeah, it's going to have a lot of shimmer, and I was saying to Brett before, it'll have a lot of shimmer in it. It'll sort of change with the light, just with the pigments that I used and how we mixed it. So it should have a lot of shimmery look to it. Yeah, she's starting to show her true colours now. We've still got a bit to go yet. Got to work through all these wets. Doing not too bad, been going for an hour and 20. No, it's all good, buddy. I mean, people have things that happen in their lives, you know, like things happen, mate. Plus the streams are a little bit, time-wise, they're not always convenient for you guys with the time differences and stuff. Yeah, like I said, things happen, mate. Things happen. Yes, I think she's going to get a very nice shimmer up this one. Right. Yeah, it's unusual. It's just the way the pigments that are used. I used some new pigments, and the way we cast it and the pigments used just give it a sort of a different type of look to a normal resin look. We're starting to get into the finer grits now, so it'll start to pop even more once it starts really polishing up, and then it'll go dull once we dry it until I get it on the buffing wheel, and then it'll shine up again. Then we put a bit of polish on it and polish it up, and she should be pretty sparkly, I'd say. We're getting that dark blue in it, and it's the way the light catches it too. So if I turn my head to one side of the brush and look at it one direction, it looks really dark blue, really dark blue, and then when you turn it the other way, it sort of lightens up. So it changes from light to dark depending on how you look at it, what light it captures in the shine. It's quite a stunner, actually. The green one that I done just fairly recently as well done the same thing. When you turned it in one direction, it went light green, and when you turned it the other direction, it went a dark green, really dark. And it was done the same time as this one, but just using different colours. And it done the same thing. You look at it one way, it was dark as dark could be. Look at it the other way, and it was light green. It was amazing how it turned out. So this one was based on the same sort of casting technique and same pigments and stuff, but just different colours. Yeah, you'll see it when I do a reveal at the end and I show it to the cameras. I'll turn it in different directions and you'll see the colour change. You'll see it going from light blue to dark blue. I can do it because I can move around the handle as it's in the light, but I can't move the cameras around the handle. They're sort of fixed in place. But it's a lovely blue, both the dark and the lighter colour. this handle shape is one that I've done before, but I was saying to Brett earlier, Anthony, that I've just changed the very base bit here a little bit, and it's amazing how it's made it look so different. I actually really like the shape that it's turned out, but the last time this was a shallower V in here, and the handle was probably a little bit narrower here, on this point here, whereas this time it's a little bit wider, and it just, to me, it just makes the handle look so much better. Not that there was anything wrong with the last one that I'd done, but it was just very slight modification, and that's, I like to do that. You know, what's pleasing to the eye at the time is what I tend to go with, you know. And I do have a pretty good eye for the shapes and the feel. Some people make handles, but they're not practical, you know, they don't feel comfortable in the hand, or they're the wrong size, they're too short, or they're too big, or too big in diameter, or they've not got enough grip, or they've got nowhere for your thumb to go. You know, a lot of people, well, I've seen people make handles and they just, you look at the handle and you just think, oh, that just looks absolutely wrong, you know. Doesn't look right, proportions don't look right. Doesn't look practical for the hand. It's never going to be smooth in the hand. But then, we're all different, and there'll always be somebody that likes what somebody is doing. If you're still around at the end, Anthony, I'll show you the colour change in this. It's absolutely stunning. Like I said, it's pretty much exactly like the green one I done, as far as the colour changing dark to light, the way the light catches it, or the way you turn the handle in the light, and it's very nice actually. And you can see sort of around some of the areas there, you can see that darker blue. But if the camera come to this direction, it looks even darker all over. So you still get little bits of the lighter colour, but it goes darker. And then if you look at it from the other direction, looking this way, it looks lighter in colour. And this is getting a Boss Knot, a 28mm Boss Knot put in it, which will be really dark, so it should look quite nice sitting on top of the handle. Then we'll get it turned around and parted off, and then we can set it up for the bottom for the coin. Can't remember what coin Brett wanted in this one, but I'd say probably the oh, we got some buffering happening now. Dearie me. YouTube at its best again. I hope it sorts itself out. It did the other night. giving me the opposite message to what it gave me the other night. It was saying we were sending too much data. Now it's saying it's not getting enough. Can't make up its mind. And none of the settings have changed my end, so frustrating. I don't know if you guys are still there, and if it's buffering for you or if it's okay. The cache is okay on the audio video mixer, so that's all still good. It's obviously an internet speed thing, or it was fine when I checked it before I started streaming, or it's just YouTube being YouTube again. I've had my fair share lately of YouTube issues or internet issues. Yeah, it'll probably come good. I mean, it did the other night, unless we have got a major issue tonight, which I can't understand why, but hopefully it'll come good. It's not going into cache, so I know that side's okay. If we do lose you though, the video will still go up on YouTube in full. It's just the live stuff there. It's gone back to being perfect again now, so it's saying excellent connection. Yeah, I honestly think it's a YouTube thing more than anything else, but anyway, I can't clarify that really. The only thing I can do is just run a quick internet speed test. Which I've done in the past, and it showed that we've been okay, but we still have the errors, so I can only think it's a YouTube thing with the streaming. I'll see what it does, see what it reads. I'll let you know. Now we've got heaps of download, but it's the upload that really matters for streaming, so I'll see what my upload is. Nah, plenty. So it's not my internet connection. So I think that sort of leans itself towards YouTube having issues, because it does it fairly regular. And every time I check it now, the speed's fine, both upload and download. So disappointing, but as long as it's okay. Cool, sweet. Yeah, because it always captures the full video. That's the funny thing. Even if the stream really fails and falls over, YouTube still captures it. So you'd think if there was an issue this end, how would YouTube be able to catch it? You know what I mean? Like, so YouTube's obviously getting the information. It's what they're doing with the information that's causing the issues, I think. Anyway, we're nearly there with this. I think we can take this out the chuck now. We'll get rid of this water and pads. I'll set that over there for now. We will need them again. And we'll give this a little bit of a dry off, so it'll probably go dull again here. Maybe not too much, but it dulls down a little bit. But once we get that on the buffer, that will come back again. and it will really, that's when we'll really see it pop, because it will just get so much shine on it and shimmer. Right, we're going to turn that around. We're going to put the other chuck in. Put this back in the chuck. That's lovely. Right, that'll do that. And what we'll do now is we'll put the smaller Forstner bit in. This out the way. Now. And, oh, actually, I'm jumping ahead of myself here. I need my parting tool, I need the live centre. I need to part that off first, don't I? Jumping ahead, jumping ahead. Okay, we'll bring that into there. Drop it down a tad. And a bit closer. And we'll do there, bring this in. Lock it off. Right, that should be okay there. Speed it up a bit. And we'll just part off the bottom now. Give that a little bit of clearance. There we go. Loosen that off, take that piece away. Oh, oops, got the dropsies. All right, put that back over there for now. Take this out the way. And we'll clean up that bottom now. Oh, well, actually, I've got to go in with a 25mm Forstner. I might as well do that now. Take that live centre out. Put the 25mm Forstner in. And we'll bring that in, slow that down. Points touching, nice and slowly. Rid of the shavings, check the depth. My favourite movie? I don't think I've really got a favourite movie. I do like more sort of war movies and action movies than anything else, but yeah, I don't think I really have a favourite movie as such. Brett will have one for sure though. Brett's into that kind of music and movies and songs and right, I'm just going to clean up the bottom of this now, and then we can sand it up, give it a good clean up. Actually, I might bring the tool rest right round for this, and then we'll just give that a nice clean up on the bottom there. That's too high. That'll do that. Now we'll go back and do a little bit more sanding, but I'll only go in with the 600 this time. And then we'll go straight to wets. If I change that, well, here we go with a little bit of buffering again, I guess, guys. Cache is still good. It's obviously something YouTube's doing. Okay, get the wets over again. Just let me see what we've got going on with YouTube. Yeah, it's cleared itself again. Check that with my rule just to make sure we're all good. Yep, we are. Yeah, that feels nice in the hand. It's actually got some nice grip in it too. I'll know better. I'll do another hand check on it when I get it off the lathe. But feels good so far. Lots of grip in the hand with the shapes, the details. So you can feel it in the hand, that's for sure. But it's comfortable, just with lots of grip. Sorry about my squeaky little friends here. I liked Shawshank Redemption. I thought that was a good movie. Yeah, silver it is, mate. Silver it is. The silver looked good in this. The brass wouldn't look good in this anyway, mate. So I would advise you against that if you wanted that. The antique silver looks fantastic with the blue. We're nearly there, fellas. We can start buffing shortly. Set the knot. Coin. And she's all done and dusted. And we're 9:55 in, so it's taken a bit longer than normal for a single handle, but we've got a bit of detail in it, so it takes a bit more time. Not so much cutting the details. I mean, it's more the sanding and the finishing. You know, you got to get right into those areas, otherwise they never look right. Quite happy with the way this is looking so far. Right, I think we can get rid of these again now. Lay these out. That's there. Get another paper towel. Give it a dry off. And I think we're ready to, we'll leave that chuck in there. We'll give it a good buffing. We'll see how she comes up, right? So I'll change this over to camera 4 there, and I'll put that one there for now. Alrighty, here we go. Boy oh boy. Got some shine, some shimmer. You just need to spend a bit more time on the buffer with it too because of the details. Now, we'll try and get into this fairly sharp undercut here. That's looking pretty good. A little bit more compound on it. Okay, now we'll go the other way. Got to get into that bevel now. Right, I'm liking that. that's going to do that. Just touch the corner up, or the rounded edge of the bead, I should say. Check. And the other light. Lovely stuff. Fabulous stuff. Here we come. Right, now we'll get in here. Nearly there, guys. Just takes a little bit more effort and work with the details, that's all. Okay, back on the chuck. A little bit of polish. That should do that. Yeah, I'm not happy with that buffing actually. I'm going to probably go a little bit more. So just bear with me, fellas. If I've still got yous. Just a little bit more of the buff. Just on the main flat of the handle really. Just looked, I mean you never get them all out, but should be able to get it better than what it was. Different lights as well show different things, you know. And these camera lights show up everything. That's much better. Okay. So these are all still there. I'll switch the cameras over shortly. We're going to put a little bit of polish on this. We'll switch the cameras over. So we'll put you back onto the main picture as being camera 3. And we'll put the other one as camera 2. That'll show you it from both views there at the moment. And we're going to put some polish on. Probably too much, but not to worry. Paper towel. Let me get the chat back up so we can see what's going on. So we're just going to turn the lathe fairly slowly to start with. We just slowly and gently sort of work the polish in without applying too much pressure. Let the polish do its work. Get the cloth into the detailed areas there. It's always hard getting into them as well. Just keep working at it. Oh. Better. Grey Dog, how are you, mate? Welcome back to TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshop, mate. You come in just at the right time to see this one finish, mate. We're almost finished. We've got to set the knot and set the coin. And we hopefully should be done. I don't know if Brett's driving or if he's back in here or what, Grey Dog, but he was driving. There we are. Lovely. Okay. We shall take that off the chuck for the last time. And we're going to be sitting a boss knot in it. And I think that's going to look rather nice, mate. Rather nice. I'm just going to give this bottom of this boss knot a bit of a sanding. So we get a better bond. Yeah, I'm pretty good, mate. I'm pretty good. Haven't had my dinner yet, so I'm going in for my dinner once I finish this, which will be very shortly. We just got to glue in the knot, glue the coin in the bottom, give it a bit of a clean up. Then I'll take it inside, take a few photographs, put them up on Instagram, Facebook, and then hopefully we can get this one on its way. Right, now, what do I need? I need my little glue board, my trusty glue board. I need my paddle pop stick. I need my epoxy. I need a coin. So, here's my coin. Looks good. Right, a little bit of epoxy. Hardener. There we go. More than enough. I'm hoping you can see that there if I don't get my big ugly head in the way. Not that there's much to say when you're mixing up a bit of a two-part epoxy to glue a knot on a coin in, because I've seen it all before, done it all before. But anyway, here we go, nearly there. So we'll put a little bit in the bottom. And that'll do that. I'll let that take a little bit. A little bit of epoxy coming out, so we'll clean that off in a sec. In the meantime, we'll get the knot in. I think that'll be more than enough in there. We'll put a little bit just to start it. That's that. Get the knot in there. Right, that'll do that. Just give this a wipe and a clean. Rid of that one. Grab another couple and we'll give that bottom a little bit of a clean up. Just so the epoxy doesn't set in there. Little bit of methylated spirits, or denatured alcohol as you guys would call it. And I think we're all done. That's starting to bed in as well, so that's good. Right. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of those glues. Switch the cameras. So we'll go to camera 1. So, there we go. Turning the blues brush is now complete. Now you'll see there, if I hold it that direction, you can see how dark blue it is. Okay, and if I hold it this way, you can see how light blue it is with the dark blue touches around the details. So dark blue, light blue with dark details. Okay, but I'll show you on the other camera. Right, let me go to camera 3. Cut. So there we are. So you can see how it reflects the light and kind of changes from light to dark. There. There's the coin in the bottom. And you can see how much shimmer it's got. It's really shimmery. Maybe if I do it, yeah, there you go. See how it's gone dark blue there? Just the way the light catches it. It's gone dark blue there, and then if I tip it up, it gets the light blue with the dark details. And that's what the other one, the green one that I finished the other night, that's what that was doing too. But it was cast using the same resin, the same pigments, just different colours, that's all. But it's come up quite nice. Quite pleased with that. There you go. So, and then we'll try going to camera 2 there. And we'll let you see it that way. It's always hard to get it in the right angle for these cameras on the video. You move left, you think you're going right, and you know it's all back to front. But there's the detail of the brush anyway. You can see the brush sort of full shape there, so it's quite nice, quite pleasant shape. It feels nice in the hand. There's heaps of grip there. You know, you've got different ways you can hold it again, like, you know, a lot of the brushes I do. So you can hold it in your fingers with your other finger just directly under here, and it holds in the hand quite nice. Your thumb on the rings there, so you've got plenty of grip, and you're also locking the finger into the ring in the bottom here as well. So it seems to work quite well. Let me just go to that other shot there. So yeah, so you can see there I've got my finger up here, and if I can can't get my hand around far enough, but my thumb is locked into those rings below the top section of the handle, and then my other fingers are locked in the ring in the bottom of the handle, so it's got plenty of grip. You can grip it in the hand, you can grip it that way as well, so you know you're not holding the top of the handle at all. It's got nice feel in there. The fingers are locked in. You can feel the ring in the inner part of your fatty part of your thumb in here, so it sort of locks in. Yeah, so overall very nice. Pretty pleased with the final shape and how it's turned out. I hope you are too, Brett. If you're getting a chance to have a look, mate, I don't know if you're still driving, but it's certainly come out nice and shimmery. There you go, see there's the dark. Turn it the other way and it gets the light. Dark, and I can turn that round and you'll see it's dark all the way. But then the minute I turn it back to that orientation. It goes light blue with the dark blue details. Very pretty. Okay guys, I think that's it for me tonight, so I'll let you guys get back on with the rest of your day or your rest of your night. And Brett, I hope you don't have to drive too late, mate. I hope you get an early mark. And let me just get that one back to camera 1. Sorry, camera 1. Yeah, you get off the road as soon as you can, mate, and get home and have a bit of a rest, and hope they don't keep you going too late, mate. Okay. No worries, buddy. I'll send you a message later on, and I'll look after you, buddy, and we can get it in the post and get it on its way to you, okay? Thanks for dropping in, Grey Dog, much appreciated, mate. And Anthony, thanks for hanging in there for the whole stream, mate. That's good. It was pretty quiet tonight. We didn't have too many people in tonight. T-Man's in at the last minute. Just in time, T-Man, yeah. Good on you. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go in and get my dinner now, since it's nearly 8:30 here in the evening. So I think it's about time for me to have some dinner. So you guys all take care, stay safe, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. And if you're around and got the time on our time, Saturday morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, we'll see you on Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. So that's Queensland, Brisbane, Australia time. 9 o'clock in the morning. And if you've got time, we'll see you then. So until then, take care, stay safe, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. And we'll see you the next one in TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshop. Cheers for now, eh?